is on.
Hey, happy Sabbath. All right, kids, are you ready for the children's story? Now, for our children's story today, I have one thing I want us to remember. Are you ready for it? This is it. God provides. Okay, so say it out loud with me. God provides. Good job, good job. Now turn to someone next to you and say, God provides. Hey, very good. He indeed does. And the best way to remember something is from a story, because stories just etch in our mind and we remember them. So I'm gonna look at a story in Exodus. This is in the Bible, in Exodus 15 and 16. Now, the Israelites, you know them, that whole group of people that God saved out of Egypt. Now, they had been out traveling in the desert following Moses. They'd escaped slavery in Egypt. Pharaoh had finally let them go, right, with all the plagues. You remember those stories. And in Exodus 15 and 16, something happens. They are traveling and they're out there and they said, you know what, Moses? It's been 3 days since we've had any water. We've had nothing to drink. We're so thirsty. And guess what they did? They called on God. And what does God do? God provides. Exactly. God provides, and he provides them. And they came to this place where there were 12 springs of water, and they camped there and they got to drink. All right, you know what comes next maybe in this story? Something else they are missing out in the desert. And if you've ever been in the desert, actually, we were camping in the desert a few weeks ago for our youth mission trip. And it was very, very desert. One of our nights for worship, we were out there having worship and a dust storm blows in and there is just sand and dirt and dust hitting us in the face. There's probably still sand in my ear because there was so much sand. There was tumbleweeds blowing by. It was really dirty and dusty. So I can imagine the Israelites out here camping in the desert day after day. They'd been out here for a while. And then they run out of food. They said, there's no more food to eat. What do we do? But what does God do when there's a problem? God provides, exactly. And in Exodus 16:4, Moses called and the people called on the Lord. And then it says this, the Lord said to Moses, behold, I will rain bread from heaven for you. And they get manna and they get lots of food and God provides for them, right? So in our lives, when there's problems, because problems tend to come up, the devil sends these arrows and they hit us sometimes where it hurts. And so I wanted to show you this. This is you. This is me. This is a Ziploc bag full of water. All right. And this is an arrow from the enemy or something hard that comes to you. Maybe it's a fight with your best friend at school. Now, if this arrow goes through this bag of water, what do you think's gonna happen? You might think the water's gonna spill out, but guess what? This is an illustration to remind us that God provides. All right, here goes. This is the arrow that comes. Look at that. No water through. Maybe you're arguing with your little sibling. Oh, and it's so rough. You ask God, and he provides. No water leaks out. He keeps you when things are rough. Maybe something else is hard. You're jealous of someone at school, and you got to pray about that. And look, even though it's rough, God provides. Maybe there's one more thing. You're getting teased and it's not very fun. But listen, call on God like the Israelites did. Call on God. And when those things happen, God provides and he will keep you even when the darts of the enemy come. God provides. He keeps you. All you need to do is call on him. So remember that. Turn again to someone next to you and say, God provides. Amen. Have a happy, happy Sabbath.
Jesus, thank you for this day. Thank you for Sabbath and that we can love each other. In Jesus' name, amen.